Hey guys, this is Brian. I've seen a lot of good videos out there on YouTube for how to play Sympathy by the Goo Goo Dolls, but I haven't seen one yet in their regular tuning that they usually play it in. So I'm going to try and throw one of those together right now. There's nothing wrong with the other ways people play it. Those are typically done in standard tuning. That's great. I understand why they do it. It's easy for quick changeover if you're playing, live on stage or something. It takes a while to tune your guitar up, but I typically like to try and play as you would, as they would do it. So first off, the tuning, starting from your treble string, your first string as I like to call it, is going to be an F sharp. And down your second is a C sharp. Third is an F sharp. Fourth is a C sharp. Fifth is a G sharp. And sixth is going to be a C sharp. That's what that sounds like. They also play Capo up on the second fret. So the way this whole thing kind of starts out is he kind of does this, first little intro hit with one string. To start out, I guess, your finger placement, you're going to put your pinky on the 4th string, 5th fret, and I usually use my middle finger to kind of mute that 6th string. It gets a little too bassy sometimes, so I usually like to keep that muted for parts of the song. But to start, it's going to be your index finger that is going to change here on you, I guess. When he starts out, you just keep that index finger off. You just pick that 5th string. And then after you hit that once, you're just going to place that pinky or your index finger on there. So it's going to go kind of, so. And basically all I've done there is I just keep this muting your middle finger muting that 6th string, and you just take that index finger and you slide it from the 3rd fret down to the 2nd. So to start over from the beginning, then you just after that part you're going to move up, you're going to remove both these fingers, and you're just going to take and bump your ring finger and your pinky finger and put them on 5th fret on the 4th and 5th strings. So you're just going to go from the beginning, and then you're going to take and bump the same 2 fingers from your 4th and 5th string up to your 5th and 6th string. So to start over again, it's, and that just repeats through the whole, I call it, there's basically 2 verses if you ask me. There's that part of the verse, and then it breaks down into a different type of verse, strumming pattern at least. So the first part of the verse, I'll just play it through, and I'll show you where we go from there. That's now coming into the second part of the verse I was talking about. So after you finish that first part, you remember you have your ring finger and your pinky finger back on that 5th and 6th string on the 5th fret. That just stays there, and you continue on to that second part of the verse. So it's, and then I usually lift my ring finger, keep that pinky on that 5th fret on the 5th string, lift your ring finger off, and then I place my middle finger on 6th string, 4th fret. Then I usually take and jump down with my middle finger and my index finger, 2nd fret, 5th and 6th string. And then I usually just lift that index finger up, keep my middle finger on that 5th string on the 2nd fret, and just slide back up to 5th, and I place that ring finger back on 5th on the 4th string. So to play that back over again, it's verse breaks down again into kind of just a slightly different strumming pattern. You're only going back to 2 different chords. It's this ring finger and middle finger on the 5th fret, 4th and 5th string, and then you just keep that middle finger on that 5th string, and you slide back the 2nd, and you play that 2nd fret on the 5th and 6th string again. Slide back up, slide back down. Here comes a part where he does that tricky little hammer-on thing. I haven't quite figured that out, how to do that yet. So if anyone else knows how that's done in this tuning with the capo and the way I'm teaching right now, please make your own video. Let me know about it. I would love to see it, so I can figure it out for myself. But and then I usually just take and place my pinky on the 7th fret, 4th string, index finger on 5th string, 5th fret. I usually keep that middle finger up here, try and mute that 6th string. And I just slide both of those to keep your finger positioning exactly the same. You just bump it up from 5th and 7th up to 7th and 9th. So. Just a short little up and down strum pattern. So you slide up 7th and 9th, back down to 5th and 7th, and then you just shoot it right back into your very first verse strumming pattern that I showed you right away. So. It. I'll go ahead and I'll just go through probably just that first 2 verses and the kind of the chorus there, just to show you kind of how the whole progression kind of melds together. So. So that whole thing kind of comes together, and it just repeats through the entire song. And that's pretty much how I play Sympathy by the Goo Goo Dolls. So I hope it's going to work out for you. If you got any suggestions, let me know. I'd love to hear back from you. Thanks.